Hello guys, today's video is Acid Cloud Helltooth, and holy shit man, the DPS of this build is absolutely incredible. It's absolutely fantastic. Right, let's go through the skills first. You want to use Corpse Spires or Blading Spires. This is the first part to proc your focus on restraint to get the extra damage, and gives you mana return, man, so this is very key to the build. On the right click, we're using Acid Cloud Slow and Burn. The reason behind Slow Burn is because it's a cold spell. It will proc your Bane of the Trapped legendary gem instantly, and it stacks. Actually stacks as well, so as you spam this, man, it actually stacks the damage as well. Awesome. It's like same with Firewall as well. Wall of Death Firewall. This also stacks as well, so you stack these on top of the mobs, and they get absolutely incinerated. They absolutely get destroyed, man, so it's fantastic. We use the Piranha as usual, man, to group up the enemies there. It gives that 50% increased damage. Spitball Jaunt, as usual, 3 seconds, CC movement, speed breaker, and other cool stuff, man. We use the Soul Harvest Languish for the extra 30% increased armor, and also gives us more intelligence boost as well, which is awesome. And it stacks on top now. So the old way this used to work is you used to basically it would only harvest the amount of enemies it would hit, but now it tops it up to always 5. So it's a great rune to use. Lovely. Another one you can use instead of this, if you want to, is actually Big Bad Voodoo. You can actually go over to Big Bad Voodoo over here and use Rain Dance. This is mainly used for group play, but for lower 60s and all that, it's absolutely fine as well. And then you can just change this Corpse Spiders, those Blazing Spiders, to Spider Queen, and you can just sit there and just hold down basically Acid Cloud like a crazy cannon. But we're going to go for the super solo build at the moment, man. But that is just another VAR option you guys can do if you wish. Lovely. So on the passive, man, we have Spiritual Attunement. This basically gives an enormous amount of resistance, keeps you alive, is key to the build. Up next, we've got good old Gruesome Feast, man. It gives us increased damage by intelligence bonus, and also mana as well, which is great. You can opt for Pierce the Veil if you want, but you will have a lot more mana costs in this build, okay? You will be 30%. So if you go the BBV way, if you go Big Bad Voodoo way with Rain Dance, then you can opt this instead of Gruesome Feast and watch things get destroyed. It's great fun for grouping. We're using the new passive Confidence Ritual as usual, man. 20%, 25% additional damage to enemies within 20 yards. Fantastic. Doesn't have any of that extra mana usage either. And of course, GI, man. You've got to have GI for the cooldown reduction per mob killed. It also gives you better mana and life back as well. And self-res is, of course, on Spirit Vessel is on the Hellfire Amulet as usual. Excellent. Okay, so that is the skills done. Gear. You want to have the brand new Soul Diviner. I was so lucky with this craft from the cube, and it rolled godly, man. It rolled godly. But basically, the way you want it to roll is like this, basically. You want to sock on here, infinite, and as high class cloud damage as possible, man. I'm really, really happy with this staff, man. I was so jammy crafting this. Unbelievable. Excellent. Okay, so rings, of course, is focused on restraint, man. You want the usual rolls, man. Socket, CC, CHD. The first gem we're using is Historic Alteration. Without this gem, you will die pretty quick. This gem makes you unbelievably tanky in this build. Unbelievably tanky, especially with the extra damage reduction from Helltooth as well. And of course, Swampland Attunement, it makes you just really tough. Just really, really tough, man. So you want to have this gem. When you fall below half life, all your resistance to cold, fire, lightning, poison, and arcane shoot through the roof, man. So it's awesome. It's BIS, absolute BIS gem. Excellent. In the second ring, you want the usual course, man, CC, CHD socket, and we're using Bane of the Trapped for just that pure damage increasement of 34.2% at rank. What's that? 64 now. So basically, as soon as we cast in Acid Cloud, that Bane of the Trapped is proccing instantly. That extra 34% damage is there straight away, and it's going to wreck. Okay, and remember, Acid Cloud, a slow burn, stacks. So if you've got loads and loads of them on top, that extra damage will stack on top of the enemies, and same for Firewall as well. Exactly the same for Firewall. It will stack, and it'll just torch everything. Absolutely fantastic here, man. It's brilliant. Lovely. For the belt, as usual, we're using the Belt of Transcendence. Int, Vit, life percent, and armor is what you want. This will summon fetch cyclones every time you hit with a mana spender. So basically, every time we cast with this, boom, you're going to get an extra pet up. That's going to reset. If you're using BBV instead of Languish, you can use it that way as well. If you cube a Star Melt Kukri. But yeah, it just works extremely well. You need things to do blocking and tanking for you as well. Lovely. Okay, so we're using the full Hellsuit set. So on the boots, man, you want Int, Vit, armor, preferably, and Acid Cloud damage on your boots. Try to get Ancient if you can. On the legs, it's just nice as basic, man. Int, Vit, armor, dual sockets, boom, lovely. On the gloves, you want Int, Vit, Vitality, and Intelligence, because you want to be tanky on this build. I'm sitting at about a million, just over a million HP now. So having a lot of HP in this build is everything. Okay, there's no saying. There's no point in having all this DPS if you're dead on the floor. So you got to balance your gear to a right level, so you can achieve a great DPS but maximum survivability as well. It's a great build. Excellent. On the shoulders, in Vit, you would preferably want life percent instead of armor. I'm still looking for a better one, and of course Wall of Death damage. A big bulk of your damage is actually from the Wall of Death, because as you're killing trash, you could just spam this. As GI resets this man from trash, you could just spam this like crazy, and the damage would go up into the billions, literally the billions, man. So, yeah, Wall of Death damage on your shoulders. On the chest plate, you want Invit, Wall of Death damage, triple sockets, life after kill, and pick up if you can. On the helm, Invit, crit, as usual, man, pick up radius, make sure you got an amethyst in your helm. You can opt vitality to zombie charge, not zombie charge, sorry, acid cloud as well if you want to. So you can have acid cloud on your helm as well if you feel you're tanky enough. So it's your decision, it's up to you, but at the moment I've gone for the tankiness because I just prefer it at the moment. It's nice. Awesome. Of course, we are using a Hellfire Amulet for the extra passive. I have my self-res on here, and the gem we're using this one is Bane of the Stricken. Each attack you make against enemy increases their damage it takes from your attacks by, at rank 61, 1.41%, and gain 25% increased damage against Rift Guardians and bosses as well. So when you get to the Rift Guardian, you just torch it, you know, because we're not running no elite damage in the suit whatsoever. So basically, this is just to kill trash a bit quicker, and of course, melt the Rift Guardian as soon as possible. So, especially with Firewall, it's going to torch it. And the usual short stats, guys: CC, CHD, Intelligence, and Socket. Fantastic. And of course, you want the Jaren Braces. Now, even though my main spell is a cold spell, you still want fire damage on your braces with Invit and crit and as much Wall of Death damage as possible. This one isn't too bad. I'm still looking for an upgrade, but it's a very, very nice bracer, man. That Wall of Death damage, extra 93%, is amazing. And also, this bracer allows you to cast 3 Wall of Deaths as well. And you go, and it gives you 3, and it just torches. It's amazing. It's so cool, so cool. Excellent. Okay, so stats-wise, that's what I'm using. Let me just, guys, have a quick look at that. If you've got some resistance holes, especially with the gem here, because this gem doesn't do all the resistances, try to get those other resistances on your gear just to patch those little holes, okay? And there you go. So in the cube, we're using the Furnace for the extra 50% elite damage. We're using the Grim Reaper as well for the Mimics, and the Conventional Elements, which cycles 200% elemental damage. And it just wrecks, absolutely wrecks, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. Especially when you see it cycle over fire and cold, you'll notice the damage difference, man. It's amazing. Excellent. Quick note about the Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper now in this patch now uses your percentage to skills. So my mimics now, when I cast and all that, when I get these my little mimic bros, once they pop up, there we go. These little mimics now will cast and use your skill percent. Okay, so they will be taking my 99% acid cloud damage from this staff and use it in their own cast. Also from my boots and any other skills you've got onto your suit, and also your elemental damage as well. So pretty much when they pop up, they are pretty much another 2 clones of your Witch Doctor, and they will cast everything on your bar up to a certain point. They will cast Wall of Death, they will cast Piranhas, they will cast Court Spires as well, and of course Acid Cloud. So it's very, very sweet, man. That mask is great now in this patch. Well done, Blizzard, man, for finally doing it. It's awesome. Okay, Paragon points, man. Just usual, man. Cap your movement speed, your intelligence. Start off with CC, CHC, attack speed, and cooldown reduction. Just the usual for defense. You want armor, life percent, all resistance, life regen, and utility, life on hit, area damage, resource cost reduction, and then gold find. Excellent. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to do a very quick greater Rift 50. On this particular build, I've already done, I think it was a 62, was it 60? No, it was 62. I did a 62 on this build. We're just going to do a very quick 55, man, just to show you how to play this bloody thing. There we go. Let's go play, man. I love this build. It's absolutely great fun. So the main thing you want to do is make sure you've got your Soul Harvest armor buff up all the time. So that should be the first thing you do. Proc your focus and restraint. We've already got an elite pack already. And yeah, off you go, man. Start fucking cooking. Oh my god, and the damage and the tankiness of this build is just unbelievable. It's really, really, really strong. Really, really strong. We're already looking for all these naughty effects. Make sure you pick up those globes, man, to power up your gruesome feast. There we go. Cut out a few court spiders now, this bro, and blow him up with acid. Look, he's dead already. What the fuck? He's already fucking dead. But remember that, our mimics are going to be casting a lot of our main spells all the time. They were providing a giant amount of DPS. Bam, there we go. Put that firewall down. Make sure your focus restraint is up all the time. Make sure it's up all the time. You can just see the damage. It's fucking crazy. Especially Wall of Death. Wall of Death damage is nuts. There is a problem at the moment with the Helltooth set with lag. Okay, there is still lags. Unfortunately, associated with the Helltooth set, it mostly comes in groups. It can happen in solo as well, so, you know, Blizzard are trying to fix that. But, yeah, it shouldn't hopefully not be too much longer. Okay, so with this build, you want to try to pull as much trash as possible, okay? We want to just use my spiders here. I'm also going to give us some mana back. Use a bit of Prolinator there. There we go. Watch those fat bros, man. And remember, we use the confidence rituals on this as well, so we want to be within 20 yards of the enemy all the time. So that way we proc that additional damage. So that's why we need those tank gems as well earlier, I was talking about earlier, because you need those tank gems to, well, to fucking live, basically, you know what I mean? Without Etheric Alteration, it's very glassy, and I don't suggest you do it. There we go, just blow that up. Okay, so let me quickly talk about the set bonus of the gear. Okay, so how to set enemies hit by your primary abilities, acid cloud, fire bats, etc., etc. They put a big DOT there. It increases the damage by 20% for 10 seconds. Okay, so straight away, as soon as you're blasting into this stuff, man, it's wrecking them immediately. 4 set after applying necrosis. So basically, these spells or this spell, for instance, it will it'll reduce damage by 50%. So when you combine that gem here and the other passive we use, the Swampland Tune, it makes you unbelievably tanky. So that's the reason why it's so cool. Then 6 set, after casting Wall of Death, gain 900% increased damage for 15 seconds to your primary skills, Acid Cloud, Fireball, etc., etc. And that's why it does so much damage. It's an amazing set. But once Blizzard fixed the lag part of it, it'd be even better. Because at the moment it's like, it's a bit laggy and it's like, you know what I mean? Sometimes like, I had this 63 down the other day, and unfortunately, my game lagged out, and because there's this bug that's in the game right now, and I missed it, and I lost all my progression. I was like, fuck! Wasn't happy, man. I wasn't happy, but hopefully Blizzard won't take too much longer fixing it, because it's just very frustrating. Really frustrating, man. But look at that Wall of Death damage, man. It just, oh my god, it just fucking wrecks, guys. It wrecks. But this build is good in group play, but you have to be careful spamming that Wall of Death at the moment in this patch because of the lag problem. But it will output a fuck ton of damage. An absolute fuck ton of damage. It hits ridiculously hard. Ridiculously hard. I've got a shield pile. Let's grab that. Sweet. Let's pop down here. Not the best density riff I've had, actually. It's been a bit shit, this one so far. There we go, got a cheeky elite there now, lovely. Let's get right close, because all our deeps is up close. There we go, Spirit is up, Wall of Death is up again, so that's what I mean, pretty much you want to be refreshing that Wall of Death as fast as possible, and it will tick into the absolute billions of damage. It's absolutely crazy. It's a very fun build, man, and I'm still stoked as fuck, man, that I found this crazy good stuff. It's absolutely amazing. It was my first ancient one, and when it dropped on my streamer, oh my god, I fucking flipped, man. I fucking flipped. Absolutely fucking freaked the fuck out when I saw that drop. I was like, oh my god! It was amazing. It was such a cool feeling. That's why I love playing this game, man. It's just that epic feeling when you find that one crazy fucking drop, and it just changes your fucking gameplay. It's awesome. Grab those globes, man. You see those wasps, man? They're putting that even those wasps are putting that shit in my back and just tanked it thanks to the tankness of this suit and the way we've got it set up. There we go. Let's keep pop up here now. Need more mobs, man. The mobs ain't enough here. So we got our little cyclists out as well. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, you can use SMK instead of Furnace in this, but you basically give up all your elite damage. You will give up all of your elite damage on that one. But it can be good. It can actually still be good. Where you can perma-cast Acid Cloud, it's actually pretty fun. But this build right now is basically the best. This is the best solo Acid Cloud build you can play right now for solo progression, man. I might do a separate video, maybe, for the group one, but I don't think I need to. I've pretty much covered it here. I don't know. If there's nothing in mind, I'll pop another one up, man. Why not? Why not? That'd be lovely. You see all the mimics jumping out casting all their shit. Make sure you got your soul harvest up, because that adds like a hell of a lot of damage, man. You know what I mean? We're going from 1.7 to almost 2 mil sheet DPS. It's pretty sweet. Like I said earlier, you can use Pierce the Veil, but remember that additional mana cost with this type of build, it will cripple you. But if you use an SMK and Big Bad Voodoo Rain Dance, then it's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Right, we've got a lead pack here now. And let's cook these bros. Because we're using Furnace, it's going to kill them extremely quickly. This is only a 55, obviously. I'm just going to show you guys the mechanics, man. But this thing could go all the way up, right up there. Right up there. It's all about your gear and your Paragons, man. So get Paragon in. Don't Paragon by yourself. Make sure you Paragon in groups, man, because playing a group is so much better than playing solo. Get them the Paragons, man, if you want to push those leaderboards. Well, my at the moment 669. I'm slacking a little bit, man. I need to play more. Pretty much once you get to 800 plus, that's when you start getting your real damage. There we go. Kill those bros there. Lovely. For fun, I'm using Enchantress, man, just with the usual CC setup, man, so she's using as much CC as possible. She's used the Jangdo dagger as well for the freeze. That's Johan, Oculus, and Nagel, man. Oh shit, I almost killed myself, man. But yeah, that's pretty much what she's using. I only use the Enchantress now, to be honest. Yeah, this build, you know, you can heal yourself pretty quick with Acid Cloud. It procs to heal pretty quickly. Cheeky Chilling Pond, that means we can spam. This is like the best one we could possibly have, because now we can spam now Acid Cloud and Firewall. Like, Chilling Pond is the best one you could possibly have for this build. You can just literally just sit there and look, just stack it, stack it, stack it, stack it. Anything walks in that Firewall now is going to get absolutely incinerated. Especially once you've got your focus and restraint up. Well, let's go to the next map, this map sucks a bit. Hope we get something with some density. But yeah, you will find that with some really high density maps though, at the moment this will lag. Hopefully by the time you guys see this video it'll be fixed, but hopefully they fix the lag soon. It can lag, it can lag. I don't recommend playing this in groups at the moment until they fix it. Just play Carnival or something, that's what I've been doing. There we go. Oh, we've actually got some density on this one, that's good. There we go, we've actually got some zombs and stuff. Excellent. Remember though, as soon as you see a health glide, pick that sucker up, because it's going to give you your mana back. And of course fucking just wreck these dudes. You have to remember though, those mimics of yours, when they cast, it's almost as strong as you casting that spell yourself. So make sure you've got your FNR up. Excellent. Health glide there, even more DPS. It's actually a fairly mobile build as well, actually. You know what I mean? You can drop a couple of Acid Clouds. You know your mimics are going to start casting their shit in the background and just torch everything for you. What you should do is, like I said earlier, you should be pulling massive packs. I mean, like masses and masses of mobs, but that's when you might be hit by that dreaded lag fucking thing that's going on right now. Lovely. So yeah, stacking Acid Clouds and Firewalls on top of each other if you can. And all that damage will stack and wreck, especially with Bane of the Traps kicking off. And remember, Bane of the Stricken as well is doing additional damage to these mobs as well. So the more you attack the mobs, the more vulnerable they get, man. It's like almost like a debuff sort of deal going on. But you really notice Stricken though on the Rift Guardian, man. The Rift Guardian just dies so quick. It's incredible, man. It's just like, bleh, he's fucking dead. I was like, fuck. When I first used it on my Khan suit earlier, I was like, holy shit. It fucking wrecks, man. Fucking wrecks. It's a great gem. It really is good. Especially in group play, man. That's the only time it's going to slow down a little bit. Well, we've got a lot of bad effects here, man, but we're still super tanky. Pick up that sexy Afterglobes. You can see how much damage Wall of Death does with the Fire Rune. It just fucking destroys, man. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, let's drop the Wall of Death in the sky here. It's just incinerating that fat bro right now. It's incinerating him. Holy shit. I'm actually trapped here. Like, normally, if I was on the Khan build there, I would have been fucking dead. But because of the Helltooth and the way we've got this set up, it makes you extremely tanky. It's very, very similar to the bear build. It's it's almost identical in some aspects. Remember, yeah, we're using Confidence Ritual, so we must be close to the mob, man, to pull out that extra deeps. This is where Bane and Stricker makes this a lot quicker. Look, once we put that wall of death on them, look, oh my god, the damage! The fucking damage is crazy! So we're out of power a bit now, man, so that's when you'll spam a lot, and boom! They're fucking dead, man. Holy shit, it's so fucking strong. In some ways, I do think I prefer this over the bears, man, because it's just a bit more ranged. You don't have to put your backs against walls and things, man. It's pretty fucking sweet. Let me quickly upgrade a couple of chickies there. Maybe I'll try that. Any good loot? No, all the loot shit, man. Of course it's shit. Of course it's shit. But anyway, guys, there you go, man. That is Acid Cloud, bloody Great Rifting build. I hope you enjoyed the video. As usual, please like and subscribe. If you've got any comments below or any ways to improve this build, man, I'm always open to criticism. Please post in the comments and let's make this build as powerful as possible. And there you go, guys. I'm Big Daddy Den. I'll see you next time. See you guys soon. Take care. Acid Cloud, baby! Yeah! Fucking Rex!